Chronic illness doesn't just affect your body. It affects your entire sense of self, your relationships, and how you move through the world. What your neurologist might not have time to explain to you is how deeply interconnected your physical symptoms are to your mental health. I'm Destiny, and I'm a licensed therapist in the states of Georgia, Florida, and Colorado, and I'm here to tell you that conditions like multiple sclerosis create what we call a dynamic disability, symptoms that fluctuate unpredictably and are just ever-changing by its nature. You might have days where you feel almost normal, followed by periods of time where you're fatigued, or your pain or your brain fog just simply makes tasks feel impossible. And there's no rhyme or reason for this unpredictability. It's psychologically and physically exhausting. From my clinical experience working with patients who have chronic neurological conditions, I've seen how uncertainty creates a unique kind of stress. You're constantly assessing, how do I feel today? Can I commit to plans? Will I be able to function tomorrow? And this mental load is really taxing. If there was one tip or advice that I could give you from the mental health lens, it's to remember that your body is really adaptive and it's always trying to work for you, even when things are going wrong. When you experience your symptoms, your nervous system often responds by creating additional tension and bracing or guarding patterns. You might not notice you're holding your breath or bracing more or just are generally more on edge, but it tends to happen. And this makes perfect sense given what your body's gone through. But when we don't recognize the tension and we keep bracing in that protective stance, it can actually increase our pain over time. And that's why a whole person approach to mental health with conditions like MS and other neurological conditions include nervous system support, grief and adjustment support, communication strategies, and learning how to identify beyond your illness. Who you are at your core is not your illness. The illness is one part of you, and it's a big part of you, but it's simply one part. So, when is it important to get help from a licensed professional? The things I tell people to watch out for are things like persistent hopelessness, thoughts of self-harm, complete withdrawal from your activities or relationships, an inability to function in daily life beyond what your symptoms can explain, substance use to cope with emotions or symptoms, and feeling like you can't handle the emotional weight of your diagnosis. While your doctors might not have the time to explain to you all of the physical and emotional symptoms that you can expect to have, working with a therapist who understands the intersection of chronic pain and mental health can really change the trajectory of your entire. Mental health support does not replace medical care. It's just a really great complement to it. And the goal is not to eliminate all distress, because that would be unrealistic, but to help you develop resilience and coping strategies in a compassionate relationship with yourself. Let us know in the comments the best thing your therapist has ever said to you to help with coping with your dynamic disability.